Hello, Ryan here, aka Ari Rath, and welcome back to the Zero to Hero series here on YouTube. I suppose this will be episode 3, as there is 2 previous ones. Apologies for the delay in trying to get this video out. I'm sitting down today, well Wednesday, recording as much as I can so that it'll keep us going for a little while. But yeah, today, a couple of things to point out. Firstly, I don't know why, but I had some Hadonite in my hand and my pint glass on my person from the previous video. I don't know where that's come from. But secondly, I decided I would get rid of my money. Now, hear me out. I started with 20,000, which didn't seem fair, and I did read some comments of people saying that they didn't start with 20,000, they started with 1,000. Why am I starting with 20,000? Not in terms of like, you know, why are you starting a Zero to Hero with 20,000? Just how come you did start with that? And all I can think is it's to do with the IAE, but it didn't seem fair starting with that cash, even though the damage has kind of already been done because I bought, you know, a multi-tool and I've bought other things. So technically I have used some of it, but I did then mine about 15,000 worth of Hadonite. So that is all gone now. I'm going to leave it there as a bit of a memento in my... Oh, it's not going to remain there. When I spawn back in again, it'll be gone. But I felt it wasn't fair to have that cash, so I've started afresh, and we've got a couple of things that I wanted to try out today. Where's the light switch? There's usually... Never mind. There's a couple of things, like tips and tricks, that I have picked up from reading comments. Things that I didn't actually realise. The first one is you don't have to go to a TDD or a main landing location to sell your mined Hadonite, Aphorite, Dollarvine. You can simply go from the cave to a Shuban, or not a Shuban, but a mining outpost on the moon or planet that you are on, and sell it directly there, which will cut down on a lot of travel time. So if you don't want to have to keep going back and forth using the trams and the ATC, you can simply go to any, and we're going to test this today, but any mining outpost on any moon, any planet, and just sell it directly. So we'll try that first. I won't bother going through the whole rigmarole of, you know, well, we won't try that first, actually, because we're in ArtCorp and there are no caves around here. So we'll do that a little later on. But firstly, what I want to try, which is a bit of a trick that I've heard about with a Mustang and a tractor beam, is you can actually store boxes behind, how's it going? Behind the pilot seat, or the single, you know, the single seat that there is. As long as you can use the tractor beam, you can tractor those boxes over the seat with the canopy open and behind the pilot. So we're going to try that today. And while we are, did I press the? I didn't, did I? There we go. And while we are going back, like, to the... Because we're gonna use ArtCorp. It'll give us something to do in ArtCorp, rather than travelling away anywhere. But we'll do this for Covalex. We'll go to one place on Walla and see if we can do that. Now, the only downside is, if I am in an armistice zone, I can't use a tractor beam. So I'll have to land outside of an armistice zone, carry, in this case, the single box to my Mustang, and then lift that over. But yeah, in case of doing these 3 box missions, it's going to be a bit of a long haul having to carry those boxes out of an armistice zone. So it's not ideal, but it's doable. So we're going to test that today and see how we get on. But I do want to do the other missions. There are so many missions, mostly around Port Olisar rather than here, where, you know, like the Covalex investigation. So we'll see what we get up to today. But while we're doing this box mission, going to Shady Glen, I can at least loot the place and see what I can find, which was my intention to start with, but obviously with no reason to go to an outpost, there was no way I was going to be able to salvage anything or loot anything. So we'll do that, and then we may have to take a little bit of a trip. Maybe back to Hurston, with it being the closest, or maybe we'll go to Port Olisar and just see what other options are around there. It's a shame to have to go off-world to find jobs, but at least if I can get this working with the Mustang, as in throwing the boxes in the back, and them not bouncing around and killing me, then we should have a bit of a pursue there, or a bit of a grind and a bit of a reputation grind with the boxes in ArcCorp specifically, so we can, around this area, so we can remain an ArcCorp resident, because I do like Dumpers Depot. Anyway, let me get sorted out, let me get into my ship, and then we will make our way over to Walla and try and do this box mission and see how that goes. But I'll be back in a second. Right, we have arrived at Walla. Now, I've just taken on the simple mission. We had to do a bit of maintenance there. I needed some fuel and whatnot. But I just took on Kovalek's evaluation mission. So I've got to go to Shady Glen Farms, which I think I can use my tractor beam. I don't think there's an armistice zone there. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. So I should be able to land quite close and just pick up the single box and put it into the back of the Mustang. Hopefully, well, not into the back, but behind the pilot seat. Hopefully all goes well and we can do this, because these are, if you are just starting out, these are definitely a good path to take where you can build up your reputation. I haven't got it here yet because I haven't completed the mission, but as soon as I do the Kovalek's company, I'll start building rep with them, and then when you get to like level 2, you unlock new missions. So we're going to have to jump around to Samson, because that seems to be the closest to Shady Glen. I assume it doesn't have its own quantum marker, and it should be in the daylight, which will be nice. But we are just approaching Shady Glen. Doesn't appear to be anyone close by, which is good. I do have a pistol, which I don't know if it's going to do much, but we'll see if the issue arises. But yeah, we'll just give this a test. Then we'll probably nip through to Port Olisar, or not Port Olisar, but Crusader area. See what's around there. So here is Shady Glen, a lonesome farming outpost on the moon of Walla. Put it down here and go and see about grabbing this box. What I'm going to do is I'll put it down. I'll exit, but I will open the canopy and leave the canopy open and see. In fact, I don't need to leave the canopy open just yet. Let me just get my multitude ladder. It's not a tractor beam. Please tell me. Okay, I forgot a tractor beam, so I'll be back. I'll be back once I've bought a tractor beam, God's sake. Okay, so it does help to be prepared. I wasn't prepared. For some reason I thought I already had a tractor beam. I didn't. So I've found one now at the Bajani Point. Cargo depot, or cargo deck. Unfortunately, it does cost 320, which has dropped me down to 439 UEC, which is fine. It's more than enough to get a, something to eat and drink. Also, while I'm on the matter, I did have another mission pop up, which was different, called Lost in Space. Now, this is a ship wreckage. I'm not sure what ship. Does it specify? No, it doesn't. So it's somewhere in space around ArcCorp or Walla or one of the moons. And I figured this was just part of a delivery option. It was in search, so you got these two. Sorry, it was in search. This one popped up, so I thought, why not grab it? Let me track that one. We're no longer tracking this one. And I can drop this in while I'm flying around, and then we can do that one as well. This one's close, so it's sort of within space around ArcCorp. I don't know how often they pop up, but I figured while it's there, let me grab it. It's something different. And with a tractor beam, I should be able to tractor this box of beryl, I think it was, into the back of my Mustang. So we will try and do that first. In fact, does it say where it needs to be delivered? It would be nice if it was Walla. That would be very nice. To Area 18. Okay, well, we'll try and put this box and the other box in Walla into the back as well and see how we get on by doubling up. But this way we can at least do 2 missions kind of in one go, and then when we return to Area 18, we'll have 2 to drop off and make an extra amount. So we'll make 9,000 from this if all goes well. I think it was. And then, yeah, 3,000 from the other one. Anyway, let me just head to space and I'll show you where it goes. Did I just see someone running? I'm sure I saw someone running. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, let me just explain the situation. So, I arrived at the wreck, as you can see in the background, after purchasing the tractor beam attachment for the multi-tool, and I arrived here, went to equip the multi-tool attachment for the tractor beam, and forgot to actually put it into my inventory from Bajani Point. And upon doing, trying to get out of here and get away from the wreck, I may have accidentally destroyed an engine, which unfortunately leaves me in a bit of a spin. Now, I'm going to try and get back to Bajani Point and get this tractor beam attachment that I should have got in the first place, and then see if I can afford to get repaired. I feel like a brand new engine for a Mustang may be a little bit more expensive than the 490 UEC that I have, so we may have completely burdened ourselves here with my own incompetence of firstly forgetting to buy a multi-tool attachment for the tractor beam multi-tool attachment, and then forgetting to actually put it into my inventory. So here we go. Let's see what we can do in terms of any form of movement and locating Bajani Point. I have a feeling that's where I need to go. Let me just try seeing if I can turn that off for now. This is going to be interesting. So, where is the damaged thruster? Or the missing thruster? It should be there still. Doesn't appear to be. Are they the main thrusters? Maybe I can turn the main one off. There it is. And then that will allow me to at least just use my maneuvering thrusters to move around. I don't know if that's going to be the case though. I really don't think this is going to go well. But we'll see what we can do. I can at least maneuver somehow to some degree. But we are in a bit of a spin at the moment, so let me just try powering off and on, see if that slows me down. We are slowly drifting away. Are we falling actually into atmosphere? I'll get my power on. No, don't start. Let's put all the engines on, which wasn't intentional. Where are we looking here? No. Items, I don't want. Yeah, I do want items. Put my main thruster on again. If I can turn that off, I may be able to just simply line myself up somehow like this. No, not too far. No, oh god, I think yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. I may have to request a rescue and then respawn the ship, as I don't think there's much I can actually do. Let me just try putting the thruster back on. Seeing if it'll give me any control back. Which it doesn't. It ends up doing nothing. I honestly don't know what to do about this. So what I'm going to do is set up a beacon and see if I can get someone to come and help me. Oh man, I don't have any money at all though. $200. Oh. This is not looking promising. I can't imagine anyone would accept this for 200. I don't even know if beacons are properly working at this moment. So I don't think this beacon is going to get accepted, because who's going to do that, you know? And I don't want to be suddenly jumped by anyone anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to EVA. This is the only thing I can think of. And unfortunately it does... I mean, I'll try an EVA over to the wreck. Although they always say never leave your ship. I don't know, maybe a beacon is the best option. What I could do... of a rescue, don't have a lot of AUC to offer for a beacon. Ooh. Can someone save me and take me back to Area 18? No, to Bajani. Is that how you spell it? I don't know. Bajani Point. Please. I'll just see. This is I suppose part of the whole, you know, community behind Star Citizen. Someone may come and help me and actually help me get back. I want to create a beacon, but for 200 AUEC, no one will want to accept. So I'm asking if someone will save me for free. Fuck it, lol. We'll see how this goes. We may end up just having to respawn, which is why I'm heading here. So the ship will disappear, or I don't know what happened to the ship when I respawn it.